Welcome back to our channel. For those of you that are new, welcome to the shit show that is us. For those of you that are returning, thank you so much. We do not deserve you.
No, we do not. Today's case is set in Germany, where a woman had a plan to fake her own death and an innocent woman fell victim. But before we get started,
my name's Natalie.
I'm Erica, and this is Drunken True Crime.
Okay, for those of you that are new, we do have a few disclaimers. We're going to go through them fast, so listen up. 1, we talk about true crime. 2, we drink. 3, we cuss. 4, sometimes we laugh, and that's because we're typically making fun of each other, the asshat criminals in these cases, but never the victim.
Okay, last disclaimer here, folks. The information provided by us in this video is for educational purposes. All information in this video is provided in good faith. The views expressed are our own personal opinions, and the details we provide are all alleged, and individuals are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law.
So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, grab your cocktail and come join us. So
today's drink, we are filming very early.
Yes.
We were supposed to film 2 days in a row, but life happens, and we're filming on a Saturday
morning.
Actually, a couple episodes, so we're gonna be real lit by the time we finish the next one.
So it's pretty early in the morning. So we are doing a pineapple mimosa. Mm-hmm. So super simple: champagne, pineapple, and throw a little bit of fruit.
Fresh fruit. We chose strawberries.
Yes, because we do in fact not have pineapple. Because who actually has pineapple this time of year?
I mean, I do.
This time of year?
In the summer, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Ooh, that is so fragrant.
Oh, like in a bad way?
No.
Oh, okay.
I actually like this better than orange juice.
It is. Oh, so fun fact. Just a little tip for you guys if you try to recreate this drink. Do not go to the orange juice section and buy that pineapple stuff. I'm telling you, that shit is so expensive. Go to the juice section and get 100% real pineapple juice in the cans. And that way you don't have like a whole container go to waste for a few drinks. You can just have these little small guys.
Itty bitty ones. Yeah. And it's really, really good.
Yeah. Anywho.
So today's case, I just want to warn you that it does take place in Germany, which they have a privacy law that they're not allowed to like release last names. That's awesome. We're just going to give initials. But
we should adopt that here in the States.
I agree.
I like that.
I agree. I think when I did Australia's case, they probably have something similar because once again, I only had like a couple articles to go off of and all were translated from German. So bear with us.
Yeah.
So Sharaban K is a 23-year-old woman who is German and Iraqi descent, and she was living with her parents in Munich. She had been described as by the German media as a beauty influencer, blogger, and a beautician. In August 2022, Sharaban told her parents that she would be meeting up with her ex-husband that day in Ingolstadt, which is an hour away from Munich.
Hold on, can we just pause and take a second to... That was impressive.
Well, I know German towns and names.
I don't. That's
Wait,
impressive.
are you German?
Yeah, but it's not like okay, no, I'm more like from like Czech.
You're more like
my mom's German. Okay, so that's not even true. It's 50-50. 50% German, 50% Czechoslovakian, but... I'm
50 German and then like maybe quarter Viking and a quarter Irish.
Yeah, but I've never been to Germany.
I haven't, and that's definitely on the bucket list for like Christmas markets and stuff. Definitely want to go there. But yeah, please give it up to me because I just said Ingolstadt very well. Yeah. Which is
what if you're like pronouncing it so wrong and people
No. I even like
did it phonetically.
Yeah, phonetically, so that if you had to say it, you would know.
Thank you.
Like I was even typing it up in the script. I was like, Natalie, it's pronounced like this.
Good. I'm glad you did that because I'm gonna need that for this one.
So Ingolstadt is a hour away from Munich. However, hours passed and she did not return home. Of course, her parents did the parental thing. They reached out, they called, they texted. They tried to communicate with her as much as possible. All went without a response. So, I mean, her parents, I will say, jumped on this immediately.
Good.
They took it upon themselves to actually start searching in the area where they knew she had gone, like in Ingolstadt. So they went to Ingolstadt and was just searching, and they quickly stumbled upon a very horrific discovery.
So just after midnight on August 16th, 2022, her parents discovered their daughter's Mercedes parked in a quiet residential neighborhood near the banks of
Danube.
Danube. Whoa. Say that again.
Danube.
River. As they approached the car, her parents saw the body of a dark-haired young woman in the backseat. Now, the doors to the car were locked. Therefore, they were not able to get into the car to take a closer look at that time. Right away, her parents contacted authorities who arrived at the scene shortly after. Upon inspecting the body, it was obvious that the woman in the car had been brutally murdered. The young woman was covered in blood and had stab wounds all over her face and body that even left her face completely disfigured.
Ugh, that's a good thing to talk about early in the morning.
I know, yeah. Maybe a drink. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
I mean, not cheers to someone being murdered.
No,
Cheers
it's just us needing to have a drink.
Yeah.
And I did put 5 big gulps in here, so we're good.
Good.
So authorities removed the body from the car. Sharaban's parents did confirm that the body was in fact their daughter. Right away, German authorities went to the media to report that Sharaban had been a victim of a violent crime, and they were trying to find the person or persons responsible. Other members of the family made their way to the medical examiner's office to view the body and confirm the identity that it was Sharaban. At this point, everyone believed that Sharaban had been murdered. However, questions started to arise as the autopsy was being conducted. Witnesses even started to call into the police station, stating that they seen someone that looked exactly like Sharaban driving around different areas of Germany.
Interesting. Now, while conducting the autopsy, the medical examiner realized that the fingerprints of the victim did not match the fingerprints that they had on file for Sharaban. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
So the medical examiner then ran a DNA test and found out that the victim was not who they thought it was. Now, we're going to take
a short break for 5 big gulps. Let's fucking go. Ready, go.
It was super early in the morning for that energy, and I'm here for it.
Let's fucking go.
So police went to the public again to announce that they had serious doubts of the identification of the woman that they found murdered. That's embarrassing.
Well, I'm sorry, but like, how do you identify that this woman had been murdered just based solely on the fact that like the parents
said it when her face was disfigured.
Right.
Horribly.
Her parents just confirmed it, but like you did actually no medical testing. So you're announcing to the public, oh, it's this person that was murdered. And then you actually go to the autopsy and you're like, oh crap. Like, no, it's not.
But in their defense, like they did
everything right.
Mercedes. It was her Mercedes.
Right. And it was registered to her.
Yeah. It looked like her. She was the one that was missing. Like, I see how they would think it now.
But you're jumping the gun.
Yeah, they did jump the gun. They should have confirmed first before they announced it to the public. But I do understand why everyone thought it was her.
And like they were doing the right thing, but like going to the public and like getting it out there. Like, I mean, normally it takes forever to get like public attention.
But they could just say it was a victim. They didn't need to say the name yet.
No, they didn't need to identify like that they thought it was her.
Right, exactly. So after this announcement, police started to receive tips from the public about Sharaban and about the woman who may be the actual real victim here.
So this is the victim.
They do look so much alike.
Oh, I have them. No, I have them side by side. You don't have to.
Oh, nice. Oh, they do look very similar.
So this is Sharaban and this is Khadidja.
Oh, wow.
So finally, the medical examiner identified the body as another 21-year-old woman named Khadidja, which...
23.
Oh, 23. Fuck my life. So finally, the medical examiner identified the victim as a 23-year-old woman named Khadidja, and she is absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
Not that Sharaban is not. Like, they're both like strikingly stunning.
Yeah, they are.
And strikingly similar. At this point, investigators, public, family members, the world are completely baffled and confused how they thought that they found the body of one woman and turned out it was a body of another woman who just looked like Sharaban.
Again, I could see like how at first they would think, but to your point,
I
they jumped the gun.
Like U.S. pride and be like, well, they would never do that here, I guess.
No,
but
I don't think they would announce.
A viewer will probably comment, what about this case?
Yeah, I'm sure it's been done. Yeah. It just sucks for the family.
So Khadidja was an Algerian woman who was also living in Germany in a town called Heilbronn, which is 100 miles away from Ingolstadt.
Okay, now you're just like trying to like, I feel like you're like gloating here. Like, I can say these things so perfectly. Joking.
Well,
I'm giving you kudos.
Given the fact that like I was made fun of most of my life by like all four of you assholes by my Southern accent, I take such pride in the fact that I can pronounce German towns very well.
I was gonna say,
watch like a German viewer like comment and be like,
"This is totally wrong.
You're totally fucking wrong. You're totally off."
Hey, man, it's the confidence. You just need the confidence.
Yeah,
and then people will believe it. Okay, but your Southern accent, amazing now.
Well, because I've lost it.
My point.
So she's a Southern hater.
No, I'm not.
She hates all things Southern, even though she lives in the South. She's like,
I don't.
You had the worst accent.
You did have the worst accent growing up.
I was from a very podunk country town. Of course I would.
I know. I'm just proud of you that you've grown out of it.
I had to. People in Boston made fun of me.
Good. That's how you grow out of things, man. No, I don't condone making fun of. Well,
she just did.
I do.
She just did.
Ugh. I hate for that.
So at first, investigators found no connection between the women. They lived over 100 miles away from each other. They seemed to have never crossed paths in their life. However, it was obvious these two women looked very similar. They both had long, brown, dark hair, darker complexions, and both seemed to be super into makeup.
So police started to look into the social media accounts of Sharabana, and they were shocked at what they found. Turns out that over the course of several weeks, Sharabana had set up at least 5 different fake Instagram accounts.
5. I can barely do 1.
Yeah, for real. 2. We do 2.
We do. I mean, I don't even post on my personal.
I don't either.
We should just shut those down.
I know, right? Then using, well, now it's like Miller's account, let's be honest. But then using these accounts, she had reached out to several women, all looking very similar to her. When messaging these women, she had all these stories and false promises that she would tell each woman. Now, all with the plan to meet them in person. Now, however, she didn't follow through with any of them because she didn't think they looked similar enough to her. Initially, in one of these plots, Sharabana had been claiming to be a rapper called Loon.
Is
that for real?
Yeah. And she looks
pretty.
She looks exactly like them too.
She's so pretty. Mm-hmm. Jeez. Oh, that's a person.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the rapper.
Oh, so she was saying, oh, I'm so sorry. So she was saying she was like impersonating
She was impersonating her.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So Loon is an artist who has over 200,000 followers on Instagram and over 1 million fans on Spotify. Loon has similar features to Sharaban and Khadidja. Like, I just showed Natalie a picture, and
they're all so gorgeous.
They're so gorgeous. They look very similar.
Yeah.
So Sharabana was posing as Loon, messaging Khadidja on Instagram, offering her a spot to star in her upcoming music video. Immediately, this offer raised suspicion for Khadidja. Khadidja went to Loon's official account, which, thank you, yes.
Good.
And sent a direct voice message asking if this offer was real. She said, I hope you can see my message and answer me because I'm very, very unsure. It would be really cool if you could tell me if this is real or fake. Loon actually replied to this message and said, it's fake, sister. Don't answer.
That's awesome that she replied.
I know.
That's like really cool.
And then, so Khadidja did as Loon told her and decided not to respond to this request to star in a music video.
So Sharabana had come up with a completely different plan now since the first one didn't work. This time, using a different profile, she reached out to Khadidja with the offer to give her free beauty products because Khadidja was also a beauty influencer. Unfortunately, Khadidja did fall for this ploy, and they agreed to meet up at her apartment to provide the beauty products. Now, do you remember when we told you that on the day that Sharabana told her parents that she was meeting up for the day with her ex-husband? Well, turns out she was actually meeting up with her boyfriend,
Shakir.
Okay, that's an easy one. Shakir. The two of them drove to Khadidja's apartment in Heilbronn. Oh my God. Heilbronn? Mm-hmm. Heilbronn. Okay. Oh, okay. The two of them drove to Khadidja's apartment in Heilbronn to pick up. Oh my God.
Khadidja.
I know, this sentence was hard. Okay, I'm going to try that again. So the two of them drove to Khadidja's apartment in Heilbronn to pick up Khadidja. Once they got to Khadidja's apartment, she got in Sharabana's car and they drove her to a forest between Heilbronn and Ingolstadt.
Good job!
Wow, that was fucking the hardest paragraph to get through.
So that's
he is
Shakir.
not cute.
Not cute. Not cute, sister.
Not on the
not
level
cute.
of these women in this story.
No, I agree.
Yeah, not even
not
close.
even close.
He must be funny.
So we don't know what the excuse was, but had to come up with some reason for Khadidja to get out of the car. Remember, they drove her into like a forest kind of area, and it didn't really, when I'm like researching this, it just said between Heilbronn and Ingolstadt. So like it could be really anywhere, but like it was in a foresty area. And if I was Khadidja, I'd be like, bitch, where's my beauty products and why are you driving me to a forest?
Well, I'm sure they threatened her at this point. That's why she got out of the car. Like, she was being threatened at that time. Like, she probably knew something was completely wrong, but what was she going to do at that point?
I mean, true. Once they did get Khadidja out of the car, they allegedly stabbed her 50 times in the body and the face.
That's horrific.
I will repeat that. 50 times.
Awful.
Awful. It was said that they stabbed her purposely in the face to disfigure it so that it would be harder to identify her.
Right, because Sharaban was trying to... Sharaban wanted people to believe it was her.
Right. After murdering Khadidja, the pair placed her body in the backseat of Sharaban's Mercedes and drove it into that residential area where it'd be easily discovered near the Danube River. Sharaban did not only want to go missing, but she wanted everyone to think she was dead.
This is fucking ridiculous. So, turns out where they parked the car was just a few blocks away from Shakir's apartment. Oh, we love a dumb criminal. Mm-hmm. So, of course, police initially didn't know what to make of the crime, but through the grapevine, it had been suggested that the motive was Sharaban tried to find a woman that looked exactly like her in order to fake her own death and then go into hiding.
And remember, like, at the beginning of the story, we were talking about how, like, they found the body in that car, but there was a lot of witnesses saying that they saw Sharaban driving in a car around Germany.
Right.
Dumbest criminal ever.
Why would you stay in Germany? Yeah.
And in, like, the same, like, similar towns.
Yeah, I know. So dumb. But this is good. We love that they're dumb.
We love that you're dumb.
Yeah. Investigators had come out saying that they don't know why Sharaban would want to fake her own death, but they have said that she was going through some family stress in her life and wanted to run away from it. Now, this investigation is still ongoing, and the police have stated that they've been unable to find the murder weapon. However, during the sweep of the crime scene, they did find several knives that were nearby, but none of them were the weapons used to murder Khadidja. Why? Why so many knives?
So many questions. Why are there so many knives in that forest?
Yeah, what the hell?
Is that a known, like, dumping grounds? Like,
what the fuck are they doing? What's the name of the forest? We don't have that, right?
We don't have that.
Oh, damn. That's a red flag.
That's a
Do something about this forest,
So
guys.
Ingolstadt Police Department, we need to figure out why there's so many knives in this forest.
Oh, Lord.
And none were
the murder weapon.
That's
the point. Why so many knives? This is alarming.
Yes. So police spokesperson Andreas Achilles said the murder weapon has still not been found, but the burden of proof is overwhelming.
Definitely.
So at this point, the police need to search for Sharaban, who is now wanted for the brutal murder of Khadidja. Once again, they went to the public for help, and very quickly, Sharaban was tracked down after being spotted driving a car by someone who recognized her.
Of course. I bet she was still in Germany.
Well, duh.
Dumbass.
Police searched CCTV footage and caught Sharaban at a local pizzeria.
So she's just out and about. She's not in hiding. She's not in fucking hiding. She's out and about.
What? The confidence on this bitch.
She is.
She's like, I got away with it.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Arrest warrants were issued for both Sharaban and Shakir on suspicion of murder. A day after Khadidja's body was discovered on August 17, 2022 at 9:55 p.m., Sharaban was arrested. The same... Yeah, let's take a minute.
Yes.
You got caught, girl.
Here's to you, police officers.
You got caught, girl. That very same night, Shakir was located at his apartment. I will say that again. At his apartment.
We love dumb criminals.
He was also arrested at that point.
Yeah. So currently they are both being held on suspicion of manslaughter charges. Police spokesperson Andrea Akil said...
Yeah, you said it.
Okay. Akil said, you don't get a case like this every day. I hope not.
Right.
Especially with such a spectacular twist. On the day we found the body, there was nothing to prepare us for this development. Well... Yeah, I bet you guys learned something from this. Maybe don't jump the gun when identifying a body. Now, as of right now, which in all fairness to them, again, I understand why there was confusion there. But as of right now, police are saying that Sharaban is not cooperating with the investigation, nor is she speaking with investigators. However, after several months of investigation, the charges have been upgraded to a murder charge. Woohoo! Both Sharaban and Shakir are expected to face trial with the possibility of being sentenced to life in prison, which I would hope so.
I would hope so, too.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. Okay.
Final thoughts, Natalie.
So dumb. They're dumb. I'm glad they're dumb. But this is, I really wish that she was talking just to try to understand why she was trying to go into hiding and run away. Also, you can just fucking run away. You don't have to murder someone.
Also, so she told her parents she was going to meet up with, her ex-husband. Isn't it,
they're trying to frame him?
They were trying to frame him.
Yeah.
It didn't go that way, honey.
Yeah,
but,
good.
they were trying to set him up so she could go be with her boyfriend.
New boyfriend? That's so, how old? They were 23?
Yeah.
That's by 23. I feel like this is something like a 15-year-old would concoct.
Oh, definitely.
Like a very troubled 15-year-old.
Because their parents yelled at them or something.
Yeah. No, I think it would be really interesting to just understand the motive behind her wanting to have this new life. But also, I'm like, bitch, just get up and you're an adult. Just run away.
Yeah, I mean, just start a new life. You're not it's easy for us to say because we're able. I don't know
to do that. Yeah.
Determine if that's normal over there. It is normal in the U.S. to just pick up and leave and start a whole new life somewhere else.
I'm sure that's normal. But that will.
I would hope so, but I don't know. I don't know the culture.
Yeah, I'm sure it happens. It definitely happens.
But what a case, man!
I know. Plot twist for sure.
Definitely.
Interesting.
That and really I definitely want to keep up with this. I mean, the articles that I found were from February of this year, so it's still developing. It's still ongoing.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely make sure to keep you updated. We'll probably do, unless there's a huge update and we go through the trial in another case, we'll probably just update it on Instagram. So make sure to follow us on Instagram at Drunken True Crime. But with that being said, if you enjoyed this case, which I always feel so weird about saying that. So if you found this case informative
and interesting,
yes, then comment, subscribe, all those things. It helps us out a lot. Again, go follow us on Instagram. That's where we show more of ourselves and our lives. Obviously, still focused very much around true crime. But with that being said,
be a bitch and stay alive. Cheers.
Ooh.